Right, hello, welcome back to Velocity Volume 3, benefiting the Movember Foundation. Here we have Hello Kitty Kruisers, all tour items run by the wonderful Firesplitter. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, it's Firesplitter here, and today we're gonna run the amazingly bad game Hello Kitty Kruisers. This game is quite a treat. We never know what this game is offering us in terms of the glitchiness that it has to offer, so shall we start off immediately?
Yeah, let's go. Would you like a countdown from 5?
Okay, gonna pick my character. I gotta pick Kurumi, because I like Kurumi. There's like no other reason to pick her. All the racers and all the cars in this game have the exact same stats, so it doesn't really matter.
Awesome.
Gonna pick our car here, and then we gotta start the countdown. 5,
Awesome.
4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Best of luck. Let's go.
Thank you very much. It's gonna be needed because this game is very RNG intensive. So we gotta start off here, and we sadly not get a box. So we are not gonna get anything fancy going on in stage 1. We did, however, do a little trick there at the start. We turned a little bit to the right. That is because we want to hit that boost pad there, because it gives us a lot of extra speed, and it ensures we are in 10th place even when we are getting to the item box, which is extremely important. The reason why it's important to be in low positions when going to the item box is because there are a couple of items we want and can. On the first course of each tour, I think we can always get them. I think we can like always get them in the first item box, no matter what. The chance of it happening is really low, and it is dependent on certain glitch happening to get them. But to have a realistic chance of getting a good item in the first item box, we want to be 4th place or below. The lower position, the better. The 3 items that are heavily affected by this are the rainbow, the triple boost, and the clock. The triple boost and the rainbow are items we definitely want to see. The clock is not that good if we use it, and it's horrible for us if the AI uses it. It works kind of like lightning for Mario Kart, as you can see. It's only just like a lot more annoying. It's a lot more annoying. Each individual clock does not lose us that much time. The nasty thing, however, is that there is some glitchy stuff. We are gonna stop a little bit and start this race. As I said before, we want to do that to increase the odds of getting the items we want. The reason why we do that is because of another glitch in this game that I am gonna go into once we see it, because I don't want to spoil. I want to not spoil as many glitches as possible, because it's not certain we will see all glitches. And some of the glitches in this game are quite a treat. So we're crossing the first lap here, and this is a good moment to talk about how bad the boat controls are in this game. This is steering as much as the boat can. It can steer more, beside if we are starting to drift. However, drifting lose a little bit of time because it's a little slow, but we sometimes have to do it. But the way we drift this game is that we are basically touching the bottom to like re-angle our boat a little bit. It looks super glitchy, and it's like super glitchy, but it's the best way to control the boat. It's like the only way to possibly control the boat. When I first started to play this game, I had such a hard time with the boat in particular, because the boat controls this game is like, it's just horrible. There are no tricks like such as doing drifting to get extra speed boost like in Mario Kart as well, by the way. I thought it would be cool to mention that this game has nothing like that. So we soon enter the airplane course. The airplane is probably the thing I prefer to drive. The airplane has really good controls. It is, however, very prone to enter a glitchy state, where it is going to be attracted to walls. You will understand what I mean when we see. Oh, hello, there we are. This is why we are doing this, by the way. This is the entire reason why we are stopping in the first place to get these. This is the triple boost, the most powerful item in the game. You see how quickly we go. We got this quickly because of a mix of 2 things. One, the triple boost, obviously, but there is also another additional glitch. It's very powerful with the airplane in particular, that I called extended speed boost. It's basically a glitch with how the game counts speed. Whenever you go through a speed boost circle or something like that, the game is actually gonna lock you on a certain percentage of your current top speed. I think that's how it works. It's not like a flat number it increases you to. But it's like a certain thing in relation to current top speed. So if you are in a speed boost state, you are going to have a higher top speed than normal. However, the game does have some fail safes for it. It basically keeps track on, are you in speed boost state, yes or no? If yes, discount that like use a normal number top speed. If not, you are getting the higher speed. The interesting thing with that failsafe though, is that when you are exit a speed boost, the game doesn't understand you're still in speed boost state. And hello everyone. This is what we wanna see. We are having some good luck so far. Despite not getting the item box in stage 1. We're always going for an item box in stage 1. Normally when we are speedrunning this game, we're always going to reset until we get at least one triple boost with 0 clocks. Because otherwise, like, it's the only part of the run you truly have any control over. So yeah, it's good to reset until that happens. So you want at least a triple boost and 0 clocks. I say at least. There are some interesting things in this game that can happen that I hope we'll get to see soon. So here we go. And we got clocked. She clocked us. That was nasty. And our pie did get a weird thing happening to it. That's pretty normal. The physics in this game are not the best. This game has some pretty nasty physics. One time when I was gonna shoot a cone straight in front of me, instead of going straight forward to hit the cone, the pie I shoot at the cone literally flew into outer space instead. Gonna pick Tor 2, not Tor 1. I am so used to old menuing where you could use the control stick or the control, like the control cross, but you can't do that anymore because they did an update to the game, and that's updated a couple of things. The most annoying of which I am gonna talk about a little bit soon. And here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Gonna hug this wall and we're gonna try to trigger a glitch here, which I hope we can trigger. I don't think it was triggered, sadly. Okay, there we are. I think it's on now. Good. Okay, this game is a little unstable now. This is the scariest course of the entire run. I hope we'll not see why. Yeah, okay, good. We have a glitch on. We have a really interesting glitch on. As I said before, there is a glitch where the airplane's gonna be attracted to walls. This is what that means. We are basically gonna be able to like hug the walls super tightly, which is really good in this course because otherwise you can't really do those close turns there because you are having too high speed to do that there. So that is really good. It saves a little bit of time to get that glitch on. It's not super significant, but it's significant enough where we are going to try to activate it. Because activating it is not that hard. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see if we can get through this course. This course is the scariest course of the entire run. If this course goes well, we're gonna finish well ahead of estimates. Because estimate is counting on this course going badly. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see if this goes well. It's looking good, but we're not safe until we cross the finish line and for a couple of seconds after that. And I think we're safe now. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. We are through the scariest part of this entire run. What can happen there is that the game can basically crash on that course. The game is actually very prone to crashing on that course in particular. It's a very common game crash. I think it happens 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 runs. It's very common. And that loses up to 3 minutes because you have to like redo the entire race, and the race is like 2 minutes, and then you have to restart the game, which is like somewhere between half a minute to a minute, depending on how bad the menu screen is. Because 1.01 adds another fun thing to the start menu of the game actually. To start the game, you have to press It's like normal, you have to press L and R. That doesn't sound too bad, right? You have to press those buttons at like almost exactly the same time, which is easier said than done. Like, it's very, 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 very precise. You have to press those buttons to start the game. It's so extremely precise, it's like... Yeah, like it can sometimes take like 15 seconds for me to try to get out of the start menu screen. And here we go, we're gonna see some of the fun AI there. The AIs are not really good in this game, like, that is an understatement. It's the understatement of the century. But the AI in this game is trying to find the closest route to the finish line. And yeah, the AI is thinking that they can go through that wall. They don't understand that walls exist, sometimes. They are trying to go through that wall because going through that wall is a little faster than not going through it. This, by the way, why we didn't stop like that on the last course is because on that course the only item that actually saves significant time is the rainbow. But the rainbow doesn't save like more than half a second compared, like more than 1 to 1.5 seconds by stopping compared to if not. So it's not worth to go for the rainbow actually because if you go for the rainbow there, we are like on average gonna lose a little bit of time because of it. We're gonna lose a little bit of time because of it if we try to go for that. On average, if you get it to say like 1.5 seconds. But because the probability of getting that item is like so low, it's not worth to go for it. And triple boost is pretty not good at that, of course, because there are no real places to use that. There are a couple more courses like that where we are not gonna go for triple boost because it's not go for the early items that are good because they are not good in those courses. They basically don't save any time. Like it saves a little time, so it's not worth to go for them. I think it's like a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 to get a good item, even if you are like in low position. So those are like the numbers. Like we have to like compare. For an ice like be worth it, it has to take like 6 seconds on average to get it.
Honestly, this looks like a more chill Rainbow Road, and I'm really enjoying it.
Oh yeah, this is a really, really chill Rainbow Road, but don't be fooled, like, we're gonna see another Rainbow Road soon, and that one is not this chill.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, this game has 3 Rainbow Roads. The first one was with the airplane, but this one's pretty chill. The only thing here that's a little scary is that those things that suck you in. If we get clocked here, we're gonna get sucked into the wall. And 1.01 adds another fun feature to this game. It made so that basically before the game didn't like register when you crash into walls and such, so you would like maintain your speed even if you crash into a wall. That happens now if you crash into a wall, even if you touch a wall. I can explain what happened there. What happens is that the game is converting your horizontal speed to vertical speed. Not much, but a little bit. To give the illusion you're slowing down. However, that is not working as well as it should. And here we are. We have a really, really fun glitch on now. I noticed it now. We have probably had this glitch on a couple of times, but this is a start menu glitch. Basically, it makes that part of the UI is stuck on the screen, and we're gonna have double music tracks. It's fantastic. But yeah, that is like a really, really nasty glitch. A really nasty thing they add. It's not a glitch, it's like very, very much intended. It's like acting in glitchy ways. On this course though, remember what I said about the boost glitch before? On this course, because that's gonna happen naturally, and because of that, we do actually have to do the slow down there. We have to like slow down a little bit there by doing drift, because otherwise we are gonna miss that boost pad because our speed is so high. So our airplane doesn't like control like it should. It's very, very interesting that it happens, but it does happen. I'm not sure if it's mandatory to do it, but it's like safe to do so because missing those costs like... It costs like 5 seconds or something if we miss a single boost circle in this course because we are gonna leave the extended speed boost glitch. Which loses a lot of time because that's gonna affect like everything. So now we are on the scary Rainbow Road, or the Potato Road as we call it. And hello there, we like this. This is what we wanna see. So this course is remarkably scary. We're gonna have potatoes here that we need to keep track on. The scary part with the potatoes though is that they are on certain potato cycles. We have only gotten one trip boost so far, so I know about where we are on potato cycles. However, if we get clocked, yes?
Did you just say potato cycle?
Yeah, potato cycle.
That is a terminology I don't think I've ever heard before.
Yeah, no, that's because I used to refer to the potatoes that goes back and forward here. I mean, they're obviously not meant to be potatoes, they look like potatoes, so I call them potatoes. So now we're getting one clock, one triple boost, so I don't think we can make this. No, we couldn't. Okay, we got another clock there, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to make that. It's still not good to get clocked though, because I have no idea which potato cycle we are gonna be on now for the third lap. That's a little scary. I can make an estimate though, because it's really precise with these cycles in this game. It's very precise. So here we go. Beautiful. We had a relatively good potato course, even though we got like 4 clocks, but it's very common to get clocks on this course, and once you get 1 clock, you are gonna get more, and I'm gonna explain why soon. There we go. But first, before I explain that, do we have any donations to read?
Alright, let me double check on my spreadsheet. Looks like we have some currently being processed, so I'll leave those for a little bit later. I'll just promote Movember instead in the meantime. So Movember is benefiting both men's physical and mental health. Did you know that prostate cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer in men in the United States? Globally, more than 1.3 million men are diagnosed with prostate cancer each year. Across the country, there are more than 3 million men living with and beyond the disease. Many are dealing with serious side effects from treatment. Movember spent years immersed in prostate cancer research, and in that time, they pushed progress forward around 50 years. How? By thinking differently, collaborating globally, good words, and investing quickly in what works. Yes, Movember is benefiting men worldwide in many different countries. So get your donations in, support an amazing cause, and we would be happy to see you.
Okay, so I think it's time to explain the glitch I was talking about now, because this glitch is a little complicated from a technical standpoint, and it's the most important glitch of this entire game, and it's the reason why we are doing certain strategies that we do. I call it the item duplication RNG manipulation glitch. It is a very special glitch, and I don't like to call it RNG manipulation, even though it's really technically it is. So I still call it that because it's technically RNG manipulation, but it's very much non-manipulatable by any sort of common means. What the glitch does is that you can always get the same item you had before by skipping the RNG check. How this is done is, I'm not certain about how it's performed, but it's probably tied to scheduling. Because what I tried to figure out how this glitch worked by doing some reverse engineering of the RNG system in this game. And I found out the only way I could make it work was by causing a race condition, by not having proper synchronization in the program that I used to emulate the RNG in this game. So if that is the case, what happens is basically, from my theory, that the game is, when you pick up an item box, the game is doing 2 things. First, it's gonna change what item you have, and then it's gonna recharge you to 3 charges. And it only does those 2 things if you have 0 charges. So what I think happens is that during certain circumstances, the thread that is going to update what item you have gets delayed by some reason. It's like it stops this process, and instead like gives priority to the thread that is going to update the amount of charges. And if that thread goes first and updates how many charges you have, that means that the game is not going to update what item you have. So when that happens, what basically happens then is that the game is updating how many charges you have. It updates it to 3 charges. And then the game checks to see if you have 0 charges. The game says nope. And instead it gives you, and then it doesn't change what item you have. So you basically have the same item as before. And that can happen with the AI too. The AI can have the exact same glitch happening. Which results in that if an AI gets a clock, the probability of them getting another clock is enhanced by a lot. In addition to this, an AI that is in a position where they normally can't get a clock can still get a clock. That is why one clock rarely comes alone in this game, because in addition to an AI having enhanced probability of getting it, there might be one more AI that can get it. So instead of 6 AIs being able to get it, it might be 7 AIs that are able to get it, and one of those AIs have an extremely enhanced probability of getting the item in question. So generally speaking, the glitch is working to our disadvantage. However, because we're stopping at some courses to start, we are increasing our own probability of getting triple boosts and rainbows, which if we're lucky, we can duplicate in the same manner. There are a couple of ways I found to make it a little bit more likely, but those might just be me making stuff up mentally, because our minds are really good to see connections where there are none. But I have found that to make it more like to happen, you shouldn't pick up another item box between the items. And that would make sense. That would make sense if there are certain things happening. But other than that, there's like really nothing I've noticed to make it more or less likely to happen. But it can only happen like subsequent box picking up. So if you are like on a triple boost and then you get like a pie afterwards, you can no longer get triple boost. It's like only shameable. But because of this, it's so powerful to get this glitch happening that it's like almost mandatory to go for it. Because the times you can get by having this glitch happen repeatedly is ridiculously low. Like a couple of days ago, I actually beat the old world record for this game by like, what was it, 27 seconds, because I got that to happen on extremely important parts of the run. And I had it happen really regularly. And that record was very hard to beat. I've tried for like a year, but like the RNG spread in this game, because this glitch exists, is so huge. Because, as I said, it can affect how many clocks you get on certain courses, it can affect how many triple boosts you get, and it does so like in a very spreading way. So the RNG in this game becomes extremely spready because of it. Like sometimes you can like get 8 clocks on a single course, for example, which is extremely scary, and that has happened to me several times. I have had fantastic runs tied to getting 8 clocks in one course because the existence of this glitch. And the AI got a huge chain going on. Sometimes they can have like 2 chains going on, and then it's like, you are not gonna drive at normal speed for the entirety of the race, I can tell you that much. And is someone close to me? Am I gonna finish in 2nd place? I don't think so, but it's a real possibility. I have never ever been this close to not finish first. The AI must have had like really good items, because as I said before, the AI in this game is really not good at this game. Like, really not good. And there we had the glitch with the wall again. But it's not a glitch, it's intended, but like it has glitchy behavior. This game is quite interesting. Oh, beautiful. So let's see here what we can do. So we're gonna stop here a little bit and wait till we are in a low position so we have high chance to get a triple boost. On the airplane courses, it's actually the most important to get it. And there we go. That's lovely. We have had quite good luck on this run, even though we haven't had the RNG glitch happening once. This is gonna be a very good run. Even though we had no RNG glitch happening, it's a really good run. We have had really many triple boosts and such. It's very rare to have these many triple boosts, by the way. I make it look like triple boost happens like every other race, but that's really not the case. As I said, like it's 1 in 4 to get either rainbow or triple boost. Getting this many triple boosts is like far lower than that. So
Do you have time for a quick little donation as well?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right. Oh, hold on. I've lost my place on the sheet. Oh god.
No.
Alright. We have a $2 anonymous donation. Thank you so much for your generosity. And I do believe that donation has also gone towards Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, 80%, Kill the Ancient Dragon. Let's go. I love dragons, but, you know, sometimes, you know, you gotta show him who's boss. If you also want to participate in some bid wars, go down to donate, ! Donate in the chat. You can put all your money towards all kinds of different stuff to make runs more interesting.
Okay, so now we're on the second last course, and this is the hardest course of the game, not the final one. Ooh, I'm not like getting clocked in this course at all because it ruins the flow. This course is extremely precise. We are gonna go for a little trick here I discovered a couple of weeks ago. We're gonna go through here. Before I thought it was impossible to go through there because it looks so tight you can't get through. In certain angles you can actually get through. The scary part here is that if you touch any of the things that are around it, you're gonna go spinning around. That loses a lot of time. So I was early like, it's not even worth it like on a good run to try to go for it. But then I did some time trials to like see if it was possible, because I want to see if it was possible. And yes, it was possible. It's extremely precise. And this entire stage is very precise because there are a lot of tricks like this, and I'm making it look relatively easy, but as I said before, the bullet control of this game is quite horrible. The bullet controls in this game are horrible, like horrible. So what we're doing here is basically, I have a certain route that I always take. If there anything that like prevents that route from happening, I am gonna have to take a longer lap because each of these tricks are precise enough where it's like super scared to go for it if I am not fully aware of where I'm supposed to be going. If that makes sense. And now we're into the final course, where we're gonna see legendary crabs. And yes, these are crabs. They might not look like crabs, but they look like crabs. They don't look like crabs anymore. And we got ourselves a clock here. So there's a story behind these crabs. Once upon a time, these crabs used to look like crabs. They were actually fully visible and functional crab sprites. But then the infamous patch 1.01 happened, and along with the broken walls, along with the bad menuing, and along with a lot of other weird downgrades in the game, they also decided in their infinite wisdom to destroy the crab sprites. I'm not sure.
What are they? They're just remnants of crabs.
Yes, indeed. They look like cars, and they did so before. I used to joke about that they look like cars because they are traveling back and forth like the cars does in the mall course in Mario Kart. So I was always calling them cars. But no, like they don't even look like crabs anymore. I like to joke and say that they changed it to look like cars because I used to joke about that. That's my headcanon. My headcanon is that my meme basically, they implement my meme into the game. That is the story I go by. Even though I know it's probably not true.
When in doubt, implement memes. It always works.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, I can't see like any other plausible reality why the crabs look like this. Like, it's such a weird thing to change. Such a weird change in a patch update. And this patch wasn't by any imagination good even without that. Like, it's probably the worst patch I've seen in a game ever. It's like a patch that did nothing but making the game worse. The worst part for speedruns though is the wall glitch, because that means we can no longer hug walls like we used to, which loses like several seconds compared to before. But now we gotta finish the finish line and it's gonna be time. So what time did we get? That would have been a pretty good run.
Just waiting for the screen delay.
Yep.
Time was at the finish lap, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so it was 28:43, I do believe.
That is a ridiculously good time for a marathon.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much everyone for having me, and thank you so much for watching me play this lovely, lovely, amazing game.